Hey folks, what's going on? Uh, Welcome to the first episode of Kerbal Space Program Career Mode. I'm gonna start um, a new career in Kerbal Space Program. Um, let's get into it and see what all we can do here. We'll start new. We'll do career mode. Save name. My caps lock ends up on all the time. Uh, Flag. What kind of flag do we want? They don't have an American flag. Um, let's go with. There's a NASA flag. There's that one. Capsule flag. That's pretty cool. Orbs. Orb. Blah 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 blah. Let's see. What kind of flag do we want? Let's just. I like this one. Rocket science. Yes. Uh, Maybe that one or that one. I don't know. We'll go in NASA. NASA. Okay. All right. Let's see. What kind of options do we have? We have normal, easy, moderate, hard, and custom. So allow reverting flights. Yes. Allow quick loading. Yes. Missing crews respawn. So if we strand anybody in space or if anybody dies, they'll come back. Yeah, sure, why not? Because we'll inevitably end up killing somebody. We hope not. We're gonna try not to, but it's a very real possibility. Crew respawn timer after an hour. Auto hire crew members before flight. No, we don't want to do that because we don't want some real stupid Kerbals. No entry purchase required on research. No entry purchase required on research. Okay, I guess you gotta buy the research. I'm not buying research, no. Indestructible facilities. Sure, okay. Include stock vessels. Yeah, sure. No, we don't want to include stock vessels. We want to build all our own shit. We don't want to include any kind of stock crap. Re-entry heating. 100%. Yeah, 100%. Resource abundance. 100%. Yeah. Enable comms network. Yes. Starting funds, 250,000. No, let's crank that all the way up. Yeah, starting science 0, starting reputation 0, science rewards 100%, funds rewards 100%, reputation rewards 100%, and funds penalties. Um, if you fail to complete a mission, or if the mission fails, or something like that, this is your penalty. So we want 100% penalty. If we fail it, we don't get paid. Reputation penalties is 100%. If we fail to meet our obligations, we don't fulfill our commitments, then we suffer the consequences. So I think that's good. What are these advanced? What are these? Ooh, enable Kerbal experience. With this setting off, all astronauts start with maximum experience. No, I don't want to do that. No, they're gonna learn as they go. Yes, Kerbals level up immediately. I do want that. Yes, allow negative funds. What? Whether negative values should be allowed for funds in science. No, no, I don't want to owe funds and owe science. Part pressure limits. Do parts fail when passing their pressure limits in dense atmospheres deep underwater? Sure. Okay. Part G-force limits. Do parts fail when passing their G-force limits? Yes. Do Kerbals go unconscious after sustaining too much G-force? Yes. Kerbal G-force policies. That's at 1. Okay. Resource transfer obeys cross-feed rules. Yes. Always allow action groups. I've never used action groups, so I'm not going to really do anything with this one. Part upgrades. Yes. Require signal for control. Yes. Plasma blackout. Enable comm links, weakening and going down when the link goes through atmosphere. Yes. Range modifier. Multiply. Oh no, we want that at 1. We don't want any. We don't want any bonuses or penalties. That's what we're going after. Multiplier applied to strength of DSN. What was that? Direct server network. Oh. Digital subscriber network. DSN domain names. No, that would be DNS. DSN. Multiplier added to the effective size of objects that can occlude antennas. Used for atmosphereless objects. I don't know what all that is. Enable extra, yes. Okay. So, we've got that all set up. We'll accept and we'll start our campaign here, our career here. Let's see what we got. Now, I'm assuming everything starts out very basic, fundamentals only, very... Yeah, I don't even have a launch pad over here. My tracking stations has no satellite dishes. Nothing's been built up yet. Alright, who we got? Gene Kerman. Gene Krantz, right? Nice to meet you. I'm Gene Kerman, Flight Director, and your guide for this quick introduction. This is the Space Center. From here, you can manage all the aspects of space program. Feel free to have a look around, hold the right mouse, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Thanks, I got it. Sure. Alright, so what we need to do is mission control. At the mission control facility, all available contracts can be managed. It also offers a very nice view of the launch site, so we don't care about that. For any of you who are brave enough to be so close to the launching craft. So we'll go in here and we'll look and see what kind of missions we can do. Gather scientific data from Kerbin. Recover or transmit any science experiment. Okay, yes, we can do that. Launch our first vessel. Launch first vessel off the launch pad. Yes, we can do that. I think we can have... okay, we can only have a max of 2 until we upgrade. So we can do those 2 missions right off the bat. We'll go in here to Vehicle Assembly Building. Okay, hello, I'm Werner von Kerman. Yeah, okay. Chief Rocketry Engineer. This is the Vehicle Assembly Building where we build the spacecraft and roll them out to the launch pad for flight. Pretty impressive, isn't it? Not really, buddy. On the left is the components to which you construct your aircraft. All the parts will be here. Have a look around with the mouse button. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, okay. I got it. Okay. So, this right here will be our money. Alright. This is how much money we have. And this is how much the spacecraft will cost when we launch. When we hit the launch button up here, this amount right here will be subtracted from this amount. So if this amount is more than this amount, we will not be able to launch. This little cycle symmetry count, this basically allows you to place more than one object around the spacecraft. Toggle snap, it basically toggles to the angle at 90, 45, 180, on and on and on. At every 45-degree increment, it'll snap the part to that line. If you turn that off, well, I can't do it right now because I don't have any pieces on. But if you turn that off, you can just slide it around and put it anywhere on the spacecraft. Alright, so our first mission is just going to require just a command pod, okay, for our Kerbal, our little pilot guy. And this will be Bob Kerman. Oh, Jebediah. Jeb, dude. He is the famous Jebediah Kerman. We will send Jeb into space first, as always. Alright, so what we'll need is a way to get into the air. So all we've got now is a solid fuel booster. That's the only engine we have. We have no fuel tanks, and we have this thruster here. So Uh, First thing we want to do is get a coupling. Oh, there's no couplings. Okay, so I guess it's just me and that right there. Do we have any control? We've got some winglets here. Okay. All right. You see how it's got just one? How it also there's only one fin there, and how it snaps to the lines. Okay. Now when I change the symmetry mode here, you see where it popped up two. Now I have two little winglets show up. And if I go to 3, I have 3 winglets, and then 4, 5, and 6. I can have 6 winglets. That's a little bit of overkill, so we'll just put 3 is enough. 3 is plenty. Now with the toggle snap, if I turn that off, you see how I can just put it anywhere I want, and then when I toggle snap, it snaps to the line. You see how that works? All right, so we'll put the fins there. Okay, great. Now what we need is a parachute, because we're going to go really high and we don't want to come crashing down to the ground. So we'll put that on here. Over here is your staging menu. The bottom is the first one to go. Every time you hit your space bar, whatever is in this bracket at the bottom is what's going to happen. So when I hit my space bar, my parachute's going to come out and the engine's going to fire. We don't want that. We want to fire the engine first, let it burn out, and then on our way back down, then we want to fire our parachute. So what we'll come over here and do, we'll hit this plus sign, we'll add another staging a staging block. Then we'll slide this down to that staging block. That way when I hit the space bar one time, the engine will fire. I'll wait, and once the engine's out and I start coming back down, I'll hit the space bar one more time, and then we'll deploy my parachutes. Alright, so since the only thing we need to do is fly and then land, we've got to gather some science samples from the surface of Kerbin. So what we'll do is look in here in science, and ooh, we have a goo canister. So we'll put the goo canister on here. We only need one of them. And we'll throw that here on the side somewhere. Perfect. And that's it. We'll name this Science Pod 1. Sure. Okay. We will save it. Okay. To explain the engineer here, this TWR, that's thrust to weight ratio. Right now I have 11.29 thrust to weight ratio. That means the thrust spewing out the back of my rocket is 11.29 times the mass of the rocket. So if I weigh 100 pounds, 1,129 pounds is coming out the back of my rocket. So I'm going to just take off and go whoosh for 700 meters per second until my velocity is 740 meters per second. I start out at 0, fire the engines. Once I hit 740 meters per second, I will be out of fuel. So that's what this is all about. As you add more stages, this will get larger and larger. The numbers will change based on the weight of your spacecraft and things of that nature. As we move along, this will get more and more complicated, as you'll see. But right now, we're ready to launch. We're ready to do our first 2 missions, our first 2 contracts. We'll go ahead and get those out of the way right quick, Light. So what we'll want to do, since we want science from the surface of Kerbin, observe the mystery goo. Alright, we've got data. We will keep that experiment. And we are ready to launch. We will toggle SAS. SAS is Stability Assist System. That basically helps keep the spacecraft, from wobbling and just going freaky. It just got a whole bunch of gimbals and computerized avionics that keep it on a straight path. The throttle, you want a full throttle before you kick on the engines. Want to make sure your throttle's all the way at full, and then hit the space bar when you're ready. Again, check your staging. Make sure your staging is right. If it's not, bad things will happen and you'll have to revert your flight. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, and off we go into the wild blue yonder. Alright, we want to try and keep our prograde straight up. It's not wanting to work with us. Alright, now we're out. It didn't quite get up to 750 meters per second. That's because we're inside of an atmosphere. All right, we have air resistant, we have drag, so it's going to slow you down a little bit. So that's what that's all about. Now, what we want to do is just watch this right here. This is our attitude indicator, whether we're going up or down. This is our vertical speed indicator, is what this is. If it's pointed up, you're going up. If it's pointed down, you're going down. It's pointing sideways to 0. You're right where you need to be. So here we go. We're going back down. All right, and getting ready to deploy our chute now. Let's see, can I do any kind of experiment here? We can do a crew report. We'll keep that experiment because I can't transfer it. I can't transmit any crew reports because I don't have any antennas. I don't have any communications on this. This is just an up and down one-time deal. I'll probably never use this craft. This craft will probably be on its way to a museum once we're done. Uh-oh. What's going on with that? When the parachute opens, it should pull me back forward, I hope. There it goes. Is it going to stop me? Oh, there it goes. I was getting worried there for a second, Bubba. Alright, we are 350 feet up. Time warp a little bit. 190. 100 feet. And touchdown. Nice soft touchdown. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and get some extra science here. So, I'm going to EVA. Yep. I'm going to right click on here. I'm going to take data, and then I'm going to store experiments. Alright. Alright. I'm going to climb down, and I'm going to get another crew report, get an EVA report. I will store that. Alright, and let's see if I can get back in. I can't jump as high as I can on the moon. Okay, well, I can't get back in, so we'll just go ahead and recover. Let's see, Space Center, right? Oh, what I didn't do, fly. I forgot to plant my flag. Can I plant a flag? I don't think I can plant a flag. Is Jeb here? Where's Jeb? There's Jeb. Can you plant a flag? No, you cannot plant a flag. I am so sorry, Jeb. Dadgummit. Wait. Let's see. Space Center. Astronaut complex. No. Can I upgrade research and development? No, not that one. What about? Okay, yeah, that was the right one anyway. I really didn't want to just click on it like that, but it is what it is. It worked out for the better. So I'll go over here. I'll click on Jeb. Come on now. There we go. Click on Jeb and plant flag. Yes. First successful mission. Absolutely. Site name. First mission landing. Alright. That's one small step for Jeb. Alright, so that's it. Well, it's the end of the mission, right? There's no recover flight. I guess we'll just go back to Space Center. Alright. Recover. And recover Jeb. Recover sign. Did I recover my flag? No. Doesn't look like I did. Huh? My flag's not there though. Let's see. Oh well. Let's go to mission control. I didn't want to upgrade it, but just circle friggin' for sure. Okay, so we want to escape the atmosphere. Alright. Let me see what these are. We need to test our newly acquired capabilities with a focused survey of COVID. Go to the designated test site and gather some observational reports. Where is the designated scientist frontier? See, I don't know where any of these places are, so we're not going to do these. This is why I chose 0 on decline. I want to decline that guy. Conduct focus no, I don't want a nerd secret. I don't know where that is. Sector L7, I don't know where you are. Don't know where you are. Look at all these observational surveys are crap. Come on now. Parachute into flight above Kerbin. Hall Mark 16 parachute. Yeah, I can do that one, but I've got 7. I can do 7 now, so I can do that one. The hammer solid fuel booster into flight. Yes, I can do that one. TR-80 stack decoupler. Yes, I can do that one. The swivel. Yes. Escape the atmosphere. Sure. Orbit Kerbin. Sure. I don't know if we'll do it this mission. Maybe the next mission. Yeah, all the rest of these are observational surveys that I'm not going to do. Okay, so we've got 3 astronauts available. So we want to go into research and development here. We want to research basic rocketry. We've got 25 science to spend. These cost 5. We will research that. This will get me the swivel liquid fuel engine, the hammer solid fuel booster, and the T100 fuel tank. Over here in engineering, we will get some sciencey thermometer, communitron, a little antenna that will allow me to communicate with Kerbin. The stack decoupler, need that for a mission, and the basically just another antenna. This one sticks out from the side. This one is inline and it's flat. Let's see. It doesn't say, how powerful it is. Just its tolerances and how much it weighs. But anyway, we'll get that. Alright, we got 15 to spin. That's 20, that's 18, and that's 15. So, what is this? A heat shield, which we will need upon re-entry. Yes. Barometer and more science. Radiator panel expels heat. Landing struts, we will need that when we land on the moon. The moon. Alright, we got a drogue chute and another radial mounted parachute. These, instead of mounting on the top of the capsule, these mount on the sides of the capsule. This is a drogue chute. It's just meant for slowing you down before the main chutes deploy. And we have a service bay. You can throw things inside of it, science stuff and whatnot. So it's not hanging out the side of your ship. It's actually in a compartment inside your spacecraft. We'll go ahead and get that. All right. So our missions are. If you look down here, you go into the vehicle assembly building, and you look down here, you'll see our contracts. We need to haul a Mark 16 parachute into flight. We need to haul an RT hammer into flight. A stack decoupler, a swivel liquid fuel engine. We have to escape the atmosphere and orbit Kerbin. We can do all of this in one single mission, I think. Okay, so first off, we're going to need a command pod. And then we're going to need that Mark 18, I think it was a Mark 18 parachute? The Mark 16 parachute. So we'll go down here to utility, the Mark 16 parachute, plop right there on top. Boom, thank you very much. Okay, so next we need the hammer solid fuel booster. We're not going to worry about that just yet. So what we are going to need though is a heat shield. A bigger heat shield. Yes, boom, right there. Okay, now we need a stack decoupler, the one that we are supposed to be bringing up into space already. There we go. Now, do we have any fuel tanks? Yes, we have fuel tanks. I don't know if this is enough to get us into orbit, but we will see. There's that. We'll have 6 of them. Or is that 8? That's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, that is 8. Four more. Yes, that will work. Okay. And we will put our swivel engine on here, like so. We will go to couplings. Oh no, we don't have... Come on now. There you go. I knew you could do it. Knew you had it in you. Alright, this is getting a little tall, so we'll move it up a little scooch. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take those off. We'll put another engine there. Another decoupler. And I think we'll go with the solid rocket booster now, the hammer. And let's see, we will put a couple of these on the side. Yeah. Well, the thing is, these won't burn as long as these will. So I think... So my thrust to weight ratio is already 2, so I'm gonna be going up to the tune of 18 meters per second already. So I think this will do us. This should get us into orbit. It's almost 3,000 meters per second delta V. That should be plenty enough to get us into orbit. And then we've got to deorbit and come back home. We'll give it a shot. We'll see if this is enough. We'll only put 3 of these bad boys on here. We'll put 3 there. We'll put 3 here. Yeah, we'll put 3 on every stage. We probably won't need them on this stage. Yeah, we'll be in space by then. Hopefully. I don't know. Uh, hmm. Something tells me no. Something tells me we need more delta V. Maybe another one of these sections here. You know what? I'm gonna do it. Oh. I need... Go away. I need you two. Yep. And... Yep. There we go. Okay, now. Stability to control. Do we have... No, we do not. That is unfortunate. Well, let's see what happens. Save it. Can't take vessels over 30 parts, huh? Okay, well, in that case, let's see if we can't upgrade the launch pad. Yes. Upgrade the launch pad. Try it one more time. Alright, and launch. Vehicle assembly building can't support that much. Okay, so we have to upgrade our vehicle assembly building. I have to upgrade everything. Yes, thank you. Now can I go? Can I go now? I'd like to go to orbit now. Save. Launch. Yes. Thank you. Watch it fall over and blow up into 100 million pieces. Please don't fall over. Please don't fall over. Please don't fall over. Thank you. It didn't fall over. Alright. SAS on. Full throttle. Here we go. Start return. You normally want to start your turn around 1,200 feet or 120 meters per second. They usually arrive about the same time. Not always, but those are some good figures to figure with. Running out of fuel quickly here. I don't think I'm gonna make it to orbit. Oh no. No, not even close. Not even gonna escape the atmosphere. Alright, I'm out of the atmosphere. How much fuel have I got? I don't want to circularize and then not be able to come back down. I have to be 13,000 feet with that hammer. So I have to redo the hammer one. I have to test that landed at Kerbin. Okay. as soon as I will get up to my apoapsis here, I want to burn my engine some more. I want to make sure that I'm pointed at prograde. Prograde will probably be pointed here by the time I get to my apoapsis. So I want to go ahead and plan ahead. I'm really not sure I should do this, but I'm out of the atmosphere. I've already completed that mission. Yes. I just need to orbit Kerbin. Yep, got to be in a stable orbit, which I don't think I'm going to get. I don't have enough fuel. Yep, out of fuel. Nope, didn't make it. Okay. But that's alright though. We made it out of the atmosphere. We'll get the other two here in a minute. What I want to do is point radial out. Let this guy go. And then turn retrograde. And just wait. When I hit about 55,000 feet, 50,000 feet, you'll start seeing the re-entry effects on my spacecraft. My heat shield will start heating up. Actually, it'll start turning red here in just another couple thousand feet. Should. Yeah, you see it starting to glow now. Yep, there it goes. And I want to keep this guy. Actually, I want to turn SAS off. The aerodynamics of the capsule actually make it so that it faces retrograde as you're flying through the atmosphere. It's just the way it's shaped. It's made to do that. Made to hold prograde like that. And you want prograde toward the surface. You don't want prograde to orbit. You want your butt facing the direction you're going. Alright, we're done with re-entry there. Alright, another couple thousand feet and I can deploy my chutes. I'm going way too fast right now. I have to slow down a little bit. And the air is really not thin enough to unfurl my chutes, so letting them go now it would be a waste. This gauge right here tells you how thick the atmosphere is. You can see at the further right it goes, the thicker the atmosphere is. I want to be in this light blue section here before I deploy my chutes. And I really don't want to be above 300 meters per second. So here in just a minute, we'll deploy the chutes. Go. And the chute should be opening around about, I think, yeah, right about 800 feet. Yep, that's about right. And it will slow us down. You can see our G's kind of jumped up there a little bit, but that's okay. It's all right. As long as they don't get up here around, up here in the red, you're fine. This little line right here is about the limit you want to go. I didn't take any crew reports. Wow. I forgot. The crew reports, the science. I forgot all about getting the science. We'll have to do that next time. But the thing is, once you get science from an area, you can't get science from it again. It's not, well, you can, it's just not going to be worth as much. Once you get science from the upper atmosphere of Kerbin, you can't get science from there again. You've already been there. You know what's there. Alright, coming up on splashdown, about another 20 feet. Here we go. And welcome home, gentlemen. Oh, Jeb. I guess we should have sent somebody else. But that's okay. We'll get a crew report. We'll keep that experiment. We will EVA. I'll get an EVA report. And we will recover the vessel. Take data, store experiments, and that's it. We're done. First milestones. Broken the speed record. Launched our first vessel. Broken another speed record. Broken another speed record. Broken another speed record. Altitude record. Another altitude record. Land distance record. We have returned to the surface. Performed EVA test at home. Planned the first of our flags at home. We recovered our first crew from a mission. This was our last mission. We splashed in the ocean, broken the land speed distance record of 100 kilometers. We've reached space, broken an altitude record of 70 kilometers. Yeah, so busy day at Kerbin International Space Station. How about get back in? Now we can recover everything. Here we are, over here. Recover. Yes. Yes, I want to recover the vessel. We got 34 science. We earned 13 science. We have 34. We recovered 930 funds. We got 0 reputation. That's kind of disconcerting, but okay. Okay, so we got to take the hammer to 13,000 feet before we let it go. So in that case, what we will do is attach these guys. Wait, before we do anything, let's go see if we can research some stuff. Maybe we get some separators or some couplings or something. General rocketry. No. Yes, radial decoupler. This is what we need. We want that. We can get this too. No, we can't get that. What can we get? We can't get nothing else, really. All right. So, but anyway, yes, we got that. We got this. The fins and the nose cones are cool and all, but I really wanted the decoupler. And you will see why just a second. Alright, let's go down to the bottom stage here. And we want couplers. Yes, the decoupler. We will put 3 of them on. 3 should be plenty. Put those there, then we'll go over here to engines and we will put the fleas on there. Yes. Alright, and since we got them, we'll go ahead and throw these guys on there. And we've got the better fins, so let's take these off and put these on just on the bottom. Just on the bottom. Because the air is going to be pretty thin by the time we get to this stage and this stage. The air will be pretty thin. I think that'll be good. Okay, so my staging goes as follows. These 3. Alright, my thrust to weight ratio is 278. So I'm doing really well. Maybe I could stand to use just 2. Let's see, just 2. This is just 2 do for me. 1.9, yes, that's great. You want to keep it around 2. Anything more than 2, you're going to run into atmospheric effects. You're going to be basically going too fast for the atmosphere. There's going to be a point where you can't get any faster without your ship breaking apart or heating up or whatever. You don't want that. That's called, there's a term for it. I forget what it's called. Max Q. It's what they call max Q. Once you've hit max Q, you can't thrust anymore because the air's not letting you. You've got to get up out of the atmosphere before you can go any faster. And having a thruster weight ratio over 2 gets you to that point faster. Um, but I've only got 156 meters per second delta V in this. It's not they're not going to burn very long. In fact, I may want to put 2 more on there just as a second stage by themselves. We'll let these go and then fire the other 2. I think that's what I'll do. Well, I can use these. Put these guys on there. Take these off. Put these guys on there. All right. And let's see. We want this to fire. These 2 to fire. These 2 will fire, and then their coupling will go, and then these 2 will fire, and then their coupling will go. This 1.61, 1.26. E. So how about this? We'll attach put one there. We'll put this guy out here. That's one. Now it's down to 1.05. Oh wait. These 2. This coupling's not gonna do anything. See, want to do that. Put these down here. Alright, so got these 4 firing at the same time. That's 249, 375. Wow. I got a lot of thrust to weight ratio, but it's not a lot of delta V though. Thing about rocket boosters is that it's a whole lot of thrust to weight ratio, but they don't last very long. Now, you know, 1,000 meters per second delta V with a 2.5 thrust to weight ratio from the ground is too much. But I've only got 414 meters per second, so they're not going to last very long. Once I cut these loose, I should be at 13,000 feet by the time I turn this on. So save it. Let's send Valentina this time. Alright, we'll turn SAS on. Max throttle. And away we go. Yeah, it was starting to fall over. Y'all saw that, didn't you? Uh-huh. Starting to fall over. Oh no! What happened? I didn't check my staging. Staging was off. There he goes in the wild blue yonder. We'll just revert this flight. How about that? Revert to launch. Okay. So, alright. Staging's right. That and that fires. Is he gonna fall over? I'll have to let those burn out before I let them go. There we go. Better. I'm way too far into this gravity turn already. I need to make 13,000 feet before the fuel runs out. Come on. Yes, yes, yes. Where's my apoapsis coming out at? Not quite yet. I want to get it above 70 kilometers, 70 75,000 meters. It's about 75,000 meters, 70 kilometers. There we go. X. You see the atmospheric effects on you? That's what happens when you go too fast in the atmosphere. So we'll point on over here to 45 degrees. And we'll wait for apoapsis. I went a little too high. If I'd done 75, I'd probably be better off with my fuel, but it's okay. It didn't give me this. Altitude 13,000 meters, 13 to 20,000 at 100 meters. I was going too fast. That's what it was. I was going too fast. Huh. I'll have to think about that one. We'll have to just carry it up there, just to be carrying it. Maybe send it with a probe core or something. Don't risk any lives doing some bullshit. Alright, we're coming up on apoapsis here. Get it on 45 here. Oh, we got a stage. And stage. Looks like we might make it, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe. Ooh, halfway there. Come on, a little bit more. Stop. What is this? Yes. 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 Okay. And we'll just wait. Yes, we have achieved orbit in Kerbin. Alright, so what we'll do, we will turn ourselves retrograde. She leveled up, so now she can do that. And we will wait for apoapsis. And we will burn our engines. You can go below 35,000, 40,000 feet. As long as you're below 50,000 feet. I like to aim for 30. But if you're below 50, you should be okay as far as re-entry goes. You don't want to be too high because you'll just bounce off the atmosphere and keep going. I mean, you're not going to bounce off into space. The Earth's gravity will keep you, and you'll keep going around and around and around, and eventually you'll slow down enough to where your orbit, your periapsis will be pulled down to the surface, and you'll eventually land. But it won't be on the first pass. You'll have to pass to a couple of times if you're too shallow. But at 31,000 feet, I should slow down enough, and that'll get me back to the surface of Kerbin. Nice, safe, and sound. Just a quick walk around the park. I will go ahead and stage this guy. I will turn radial out. If I can get there and say goodbye, and then I will hit this to surface and turn retrograde. Alright, and we will fast forward until the fast forward turns off. Alright, there we are at 69,000 feet. We will fast forward to 59,000 feet. Alright, turn SAS off. Even though it'll hold prograde, which I really should do. It drains your electric charge, and if I run out of electric charge, I just can't do anything. So I don't want to do that. Here in a minute, you'll see my heat shield start to glow as I re-enter the atmosphere, just like last time. There it goes, starting to glow now. You're experiencing re-entry effects now. Uh, Radio blackout will be here in just a few minutes, around about 45 to 30,000 feet. There it goes, radio blackout. You'll see my signal strength starting to drop. In about 40,000 feet, I will lose all signal. Won't be able to talk to curb in or anything like that. But it really doesn't matter. I'm in re-entry. There's not a whole lot of control and navigation I need to be doing right now. I just need to stay in this mode until I hit the ground. You can see my signal's down to 25% now. You can see the particles starting to fly off my spacecraft. The ablator, the ablation, you can see it's starting to wear down. Pieces of it are just flying off into space, into the atmosphere, burning up. Oh, you can see my rocket engine burning up as well. And once we pass 35,000 feet, or around 1,500 meters per second, the re-entry effects will die off. The plasma surrounding my ship will subside, and I'll get radio signal back. About another 300 meters per second, or about 30,000 feet. And you see, the reason I'm dropping off so much, I mean, it's slowing down so much, because the air is getting steadily and steadily thicker as I'm passing through it. I don't want to come too fast, or otherwise I'll burn up and just there won't be nothing left of me. I want to come through nice and easy and slow down as I go. So I want to come in sideways. I don't want to come in straight down. If I did that, it'd be like doing a belly flop in a pool from like the high dive. You don't want to do that. All right, coming up on 20,000 feet. All right, 1,000 meters per second, and I was about 500 meters per second off actually. But yeah, the re-entry effects are starting to wear off, and we have slowed down enough to where we won't be heating up anymore. We're at 16,000 feet now, about 800 feet or so. I'll deploy my chutes. The air is way too thin to be using them right now. You want to wait until your arrow is in this light blue area before you throw your chutes out. Alright, coming up on 5,000 feet here. And you see my velocity is it's starting to dip off again. But you'll notice that it'll just stop. And what that's called is terminal velocity. That means I'm going I'm not accelerating anymore. I'm falling as fast as I'm gonna fall because the air is kind of holding me from going any faster. And without any means of propulsion, when you just have gravity pulling on you and the air is keeping you from going any faster, that's called terminal velocity. A lot of skydivers experience that when they jump out of airplanes. They'll hit terminal velocity. This is around 300 miles an hour, 150, depending on how much you weigh, I guess. But for a human being, average human being, 180 pound, 200 pound human being, it's about 150, 200 miles an hour. It's pretty fast traveling through the air. Uh, and we have Valentina, and I didn't do any science experiments. Wow, I was in orbit and no science experiments. What is wrong with me? Alright, we have touchdown. I will get a crew report. I'll keep that. I will do an EVA here. Let's see. Do an EVA report off the ground from the grasslands. I get 2 science for it. Keep it. Alright, let's climb down. Let go. Thank you. Now walk away. Let's do another EVA report. Oh, can't do that. Plant flag. Let's try not to recover it this time. Alright. First orbital landing site. Valley is the greatest. Alright, let's hop back in our craft here. Let's see. No, don't want to do any of that. Where are you? Wow. What is this? What is this, ladies and gentlemen? What is that? Glitch. Is that a glitch? I guess. Alright, we will grab. We will climb. We will take data. We will store experiments. And we will board. And that's it. Recover? There's no recover option. Alright, we don't want the flag. Go away. Alright, untitled spacecraft. Yes, we'll recover that. Recover the science. Got the funds. And we got no reputation. Alright, what else? Do we have anything left over? Nope, no debris left over. No sites left unexplored. I don't know what you are. Okay, so leave facility. Great. So let's go see if we can do some research. Enter general rocketry. We've got 46 science. Yay! Let's go ahead and grab the rockets. This will give us the Reliant fuel engine, bigger thumper solid rocket fuel booster, and a bigger fuel tank. This is basically 2 of these. It's just in one solid tank there. We'll go ahead and grab that. And what else do we need? Basic science. We got a Staputnik Probodine core. It's a Probodobodine. That's my current favorite word. Probodobodine. But Staputnik. It's basically just a probe core. It allows you to pilot your spacecraft without actually putting a Kerbal in it. We got some batteries, some science storage units, radiator panels, a high gain antenna. Short-range dual-purpose communications antenna that can handle either direct communications or short-range relays. So if you wanted to set up a relay network, like you wanted to set up a satellite, say, at the moon, and then transmit from the moon to that satellite to another satellite in Kerbin orbit, you would use these high-gain antennas to talk between those 2 satellites to relay your signal. We got 2 more radiator panels, and that's pretty good. That's 45 research. Can't do that yet. I don't think we can afford. Oh, well, can't do that one. All right. So It says we can afford it. No, I can't. I've only got 20. Yeah. So why does the little doohickey down here say I can't? Ah, now it says I can't afford it. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Now it says I can't afford it. Okay, so that's all. This is all we can get right now with our 26.8 science. So let's see what kind of contracts we can get. Explore Kerbin. We need to perform a spacewalk in orbit. This time to keep your helmet free of bodily fluids. Ew. So what we need to do is do an EVA in orbit above Kerbin. Okay. Yes, we can do that. However, these active ones, let's get rid of that one. I don't care about you. Landed at Kerbin. We can do that. Observational surveys, no. No. Temperature surveys of Kerbin. See, I've got to go to these areas, and it's crap. Alright, Mark 12 radial mount drogue chute into flight above Kerbin. I can do that. Alright, Mark 2 radial mount into flight above Kerbin. I can do that. Test the heat shield landed at Kerbin. So, run test option. Okay, I can do that. Geno basic jet engine landed at Kerbin. I can do that. Another observational survey. Alright, haul a Terrier liquid fuel engine into orbit. I can do that, but I'm not going to do it right now. Mark 16 parachute into flight above Kerbin. I can do that. A suborbital trajectory over Kerbin. I've done that. I've done that. But we'll go ahead and get this one. So, what have we got? We got to explore Kerbin. We got to get into orbit. We got to do an EVA, and we've got to take all this crap with us. Before we do that, we've got to research a jet engine. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put that down. We're gonna let's see. I don't have anything else to put on it. Got some landing struts. Radio mount flight. No. Landed at Kerbin. Test a heat shield landed at Kerbin. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to flip this guy around, I think. There we go. Okay. Plop you down there. We will put a heat shield on you. Geno basic jet engine. Do I have one of those? Yes, I have a Geno. I'll put you on there. And a swivel. So we'll take you off. You need a swivel. There. And then we'll turn you sideways. We'll rotate you up. Let's see. Put some struts on you. Alright, those are extended. So what I want to do is, yes, yes, yes. That's what I want. That right there. Put those there. Put those there. Okay. There's that. Now we will take this guy and we will put him right there. No, right there. Yes. Okay, now. Testy thingy. Sure. And we'll save that. Alright, all we got to do is test these. We don't have to use them, we just got to test them. So, we will do so. We'll put this out on the landing, the landing strip here. Okay, just like so. And we will run test, yes. We will run test, yes. We will run jettison heat shield. What? .625 millimeters. That's not what this one is. Okay, so we've got a. Let's jettison heat shield. Wow! Oh no! So we'll get a crew report. I'm gonna EVA. Get an EVA report. Yep. Take data. Store experiments. I'm gonna climb out and get another EVA report. Yep. Yep. Okay. Plant flag. I'm gonna run over this flag at some point. Science test testy place. My caps lock again. Sciencey testy place. My caps lock again. There. Damn caps lock. Alright, so we're done with that. Tracking station. Turn off the flags. Jeb still hasn't been recovered? Really? We'll cover that. Yes. 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 Anybody else? Anybody else? Alright, so I think that's everybody. And everything. Okay, so can we upgrade this? Which money? We got 500. Yes, we can upgrade that relatively safe like. Alright. Alright, alright. What kind of missions we got now? No, we're not doing that one. Test 38K radial decoupler. Let's try this. Okay. So what we gotta do, we gotta go to orbit again. So we're gonna build a new spacecraft this time. Actually, how much science do I have? Do I have enough science to get anything? Got 32. Nope, I don't have enough science to do anything. So it's off to space we go. We've got plenty of science that we can gather that I haven't been gathering. So we're gonna do that. Let's look at what we gotta do. Orbital spacewalk. The Mark 12 radio mount drogue chute. So first thing we're gonna do is Mark 12 radio mount drogue chute goes here. That's fine. And then I've got to take the Mark II-R radio mount parachute. That's this guy. We will put him here. That's fine. What else? What else? What else? Test the heat shield. I'll do that later. Okay, we need a Terrier liquid fuel engine. Alright, so what we're going to do, we're going to put a heat shield on here. Put a coupler on there. Stack the coupler. Yes. Yes. Let's see. We need fuel tanks. We need one of these and one of these. Yes. Yes. Alright, so we need another coupling. There. Some more fuel tanks. Dot. Dot. There. Alright, now, engines. I want the swivel engine. Mark 16 parachute utility. I thought I did this one already. Alright, there it is. Okay. 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 Throw on some couplings over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. We want 2 of them. And we want 2 more of them. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We don't want those, so what we'll do is this. Put that on here like so. Do it again. So. Take these off. Take these off. I need just one. There. And come on. There. Put these back on. And put these back on. Alright. I don't have struts yet. Ah, shit. That's gonna be... I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't have a whole lot of struts. Oh well. Here's what it is. Maybe I can just go with 2. Yeah, I think 2 will be fine. Alright. Put some nose cones on there. Winglets. We need winglets. The Caped Avenger needs winglets. I think I need that big winglet. Let's do these. Okay, yeah. That looks good. I wonder if I should put another stage here. Yep, gonna do it. We'll get the Reliant. Yes. I think it's getting a little too big. It's only $15,000 though. Still don't have any structure supports. Maybe this will be okay. Let's see. Space walk capsule. All right. Save it. Who do we want to spacewalk? Bill? Bob? Billy Bob. Let's see. Jeb's got pretty good experience. All right. Valentina has leveled up. Jebediah has not. So we're going to level him up. We're going to let him stay there. All right. And let's go. All right. You know what? Before we do that, let's go back to vehicle assembly, and let's throw some sciencey stuff on here. Let's get a goo canister. We'll put you on right there. Let's get a thermometer. We'll put you on there. Tell you what, let's get 2 goo canisters. Yeah, one for the upper atmosphere and then one for orbit. Okay. What else we got? Got a barometer. We'll take one of those. I think I've got to get outside the vessel to use that. Yeah, I've got to be outside the vessel to use that. So, okay, I guess that's it. We'll save that and we'll go. Alright, SAS, full throttle. Jeb is ready to go. And, ooh, that was almost ugly. So we want that there. Check yo staging. Check yo staging. There's that. Okay, now we want those to go. Want that to go. I want the drogue chute to be on a thingy on its own. Yes. And the other 2 chutes will open when they're supposed to. Alright, now everything looks good. Everything looks grand. Alright. Yep. I think it's time we went to orbit. And another thing, when you stage your boosters, you can see I'm starting to get some atmospheric effects going on. But when you stage your booster, you want to be sure your reticle is inside your prograde marker. Otherwise, you're just going to end up running into you. So to solve this problem here of the atmospheric effects, we just simply slow down. Slow down a little bit. Start pushing over to 45 here. Our Apple apps are set at 52. There we go. All right. So, and now we've got a leveled up tracking station. We can do maneuver nodes. Add maneuver. Burn this out. It just basically allows you to plan your maneuvers ahead of time. There it is. 63, not quite. 67, not quite. Let's move this a little bit. 67, 93, 70, 87, 63, not quite. That's fine. That's fine. We'll take that. and then you point over. 35-second burn. That's 15, 17 and a half seconds. So that's when I'll start my burn. I'm going to be pointed at my target. $17, there we go. Alright, the blue line represents the path my spacecraft will take, and the orange line here represents my my planned path. And you can see I've burned a little too much and got my apoapsis a little high, but that's okay. My periapsis is still above 70, so I am in a stable orbit. Now, what we need to do is gather some science. Yes, we have not gathered any kind of science at all, so we'll observe the mystery goo. We'll keep that science. We'll get a crew report. We'll keep that. We will EVA. Alright, we will get an EVA report. We'll keep that. Get a... Can we get a crew report? No. So we'll take data. Store experiments. Can I get another crew report outside here? No. We'll board. Alright, turn our SAS back on because we've kind of floated out of wax here. Alright. We've got stored data too, got a crew report, got an EVA report. Let's see, we've done our spacewalk. Alright, I guess these will set off when I'm coming back. Altitude of 460,000 meters. I'm not going that high right now. Okay, so we're not getting that one just yet. We should get these parachute ones when I re-enter. Should. Hopefully. So I deploy this from at basically 12,000 meters is when I want to deploy this. Deploy those at 9,000 meters. Actually, I didn't need this one. The Mark 16 parachute. Yep, yeah, I did too. Okay. So that one's second. First, second, third. Okay. And that is at 12, 9, and 11. 12, 11, and 9. So 12,000 feet, boom. 11,000 feet, boom. 9,000 feet, boom. So that's how it's going to work. Alright. So we'll cut these guys loose. Thank you so much. You've been a fabulous audience. We'll cut you loose since we're not going to use you. We're not going to 40,000 feet. We will turn retrograde. Oh my god, no! I was supposed to use the engine to deorbit. Oh no! No! No, 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 no! I'll have to revert the flight. Oh no! Poor Jeb. Poor Jeb. Okay, we'll revert to vehicle assembly. It's okay because I forgot to get a couple of crew reports. There was a couple of things I need to get. Okay, so This canister is for the upper atmosphere. This one is for orbit. Do I have a low atmosphere? Maybe I can get a low atmosphere one as well. Put you there. We'll get another sciencey dude. We'll flip it. Yes, yes. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe we can put one right beside it. Look. We want to put them up here in the corner a little bit. Let's turn off snap. Put it here so that upon re-entry, they don't get hit by any of the little disturbances that happen. The heat. It'll be shielded by the heat by the capsule. There's a rotation tool. You click on here and you can turn these just like so. Have it lined up with the drogue chute there. And I can do the same with this one. Line it up with the drogue chute there. Yes, 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 yes. Much better. That looks awesome. Let's no. Let's move it. I want to move it down. Yes. Perfect. Okay, and we got another one here. No, I don't want to move you. I want to move you, but where do I want to put it? There's really no place to put it because everything's in the way. So I guess we'll just turn it sideways here and put you right there. Maybe it will be okay. Maybe. How about I put you here? Put you there. Okay, so I've got low altitude, high altitude, and orbit for the goo canisters. Yeah, I think that'll do it. We'll save our craft, and we will launch next time. Thanks for watching. We will come back and we will continue this career. We'll launch from the launch pad, get our spacewalk, hopefully. And without any hitches, we'll get our science and do some more research and carry on. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Hey, y'all have a good one.